Good afternoon and thanks for tuning in. I'm Holly Shields and you're watching Calcine TV live from our Sydney studios. This is the last show of the day, the last trade. Now, a couple of major updates influenced the market today. Firstly, oil extended its relentless rally before an OPEC Plus meeting, while the International Energy Agency warned that global energy security is under threat following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And Brent futures soared more than 7% above 104 US a barrel. That is their highest close since August of 2014. So investors will be watching out for a response from OPEC Plus. Then back home, a major economic update caught the market's eye today. The Australian economy expanded 3.4% in the October to December period, rebounding from a 1.9% decline in the previous 3 months. And coming to the local bourses performance today, the ASX 200 closed up, getting 20.2 points or 0.28%. And then over the last 5 days, the index has lost 1.24 and 5.24% over the last year. And then on the sectoral front today, 3 of the 11 sectors ended higher, and energy was the best performer, getting 4.55% and 5.16% over the past 5 days. And as for the stocks, the best performer was Polynovo, up a whopping 7%, followed by Whitehaven Coal and Santos. Other top performers of the day include South32 and Woodside Petroleum. Then on the red side of the ASX 200, PointsBet was the top laggard, its stock down over 11%. Other stocks in that zone include Janus Henderson, Zip, Magellan Financial Group, and Unibail Rodamco Westfield. So with that, let's have a look at a few stocks that interested investors today, starting with Sigma Healthcare, which has upgraded its earnings guidance for the financial year ending January 31. The company is now expecting underlying EBITDA to be up 10% to 15% on the last year. An increase in demand for some of its COVID-related products has majorly catalyzed the decision. And today the stock traded in the green. Meanwhile, shares of the core Lithium company jumped over 14% today after they announced a lithium supply deal with Elon Musk's car maker Tesla. Core Lithium has entered into a legally binding term sheet with the car company for a supply of over 110,000 tons of Li20 spodumene concentrate from the Finniss Lithium project over a term of 4 years. And then Teeling Pharmaceuticals has cancelled the share purchase plan it announced in January due to changing market conditions, which have changed in the past few weeks. However, this does not affect the recently completed share placement to institutional investors, which raised $175 million. And today, the TLX shares traded in the red zone of the ASX 200. And then also making headlines onto the global markets, where the Asian stocks came under renewed pressure today, thanks to rising worries about the impact of aggressive sanctions against Russia over its invasion of Ukraine. In Hong Kong, the Hang Seng Index slipped 0.85%, and in Japan and Tokyo, stocks opened lower, with the benchmark Nikkei 225 index down 1.23, and the broader Topix index falling 1.2. Then the Indian equity benchmarks suffered deep losses after a gap-down start today. And over the night in the US, stocks fell as soaring oil prices raised more concerns about how Russia's escalating war on the Ukraine may impact the global economy. The S&P 500 index fell 1.5, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average slipped 1.8, while the Nasdaq Composite slid 1.6%. And that's a wrap for now, the last trade, but tune in next time on the On Calcine TV. This is Holly Shields signing off.